Most people who get into youth work, especially in juvenile justice and adolescent mental health, are doing it for all the right reasons. I really doubt, well, I hate to think about people getting into the field to actually harm youth and families, but most people are getting it with the best of intentions. They've been to school, been to graduate school, they've been trained to work with families and youth who are in crisis. But one thing I think that maybe, clinicians and mental health workers really don't talk enough about, we don't talk enough about what we bring with us to the work. We are intersectional beings. We are bringing our past histories to our work with families. We're bringing race, class, gender, sexuality. All of these things are acting on us at the exact same time, and we are walking in to families with that. And most of us know that, but I think there are two phantom specter barriers that are around when our work with families that we don't really address. The first is families who receive, mental health services or juvenile justice services don't choose their workers. A clinician receives a referral with all of the most crisis-riddled instances of their lives. Then we do some chase management, chasing families down to sign intake paperwork. We're doing assessments, assigning diagnoses. We know this entire family's trauma history, and they know nothing about us. I want to make sure that I'm not talking about crossing relationship lines and blurring boundaries or becoming enmeshed with families. What I am talking about is the simple fact is they don't choose us, and we would not be there unless we were being paid. That's something that I struggle with. Am I good enough to be in this family's life? Are the people who I'm training, are they trained well enough to go out and serve these families? They don't choose us. They are assigned, and that's something that's really, imagine if somebody just, if people like somebody try to explain it away by saying, well, when we go to school, we aren't assigned teachers. I think it's a little bit different from learning mathematics and science and English as opposed to, hi, yes, I come from a multi-generational trauma-influenced family where every single person in this family was sexually abused. Math, trauma, it's a complete different thing. And outside of them not choosing us, our very presence in their lives tells the family that, or tells the caregiver, that they aren't good enough. That whatever system assigned us to this family has deemed that their parenting style sucks. And I want to make sure that people don't think that I'm talking about breaking boundaries or not considering safety, because we want to make sure that parents are safe and caregivers are safe and youth are safe. But our presence there is like, hey, you know what? I'm here to make you a better person, and somehow I'm qualified to do that. Some licensing agency, some government agency, some nonprofit has deemed that I kick ass enough to come into your life and make you feel better. And that, for me, I don't know how other workers feel, but that's heavy to think about. Like, I am given one of the most craziest responsibilities in the world. And sometimes, I have more power in families than parents do. I've been in cases where I've actually gotten youth to follow directions, to clean up, to adhere to a safety plan, things that a parent couldn't do. And boy, does that feel good. It's like, I'm making something of it. I'm a success. I'm making movement with the family. And then I have to come back to earth and realize none of this is about me. Never has been about me, never will be about me. My only goal is to hold enough hope for this family that they can do well enough for me to leave. I think that the day we start working with families is the day we need to start talking about, when the hell am I going to get out of your life so you can live your life free of systems involvement? And I'm not trying to take a dump on the system because I'm, part of the system, but I think that I have never had a lot of opportunities to explore the meta considerations of the work. I can talk about my relationship to specific instances, specific interventions, specific families, but just me in the overall ecology of the work, I've never had much time to reflect on that. And as I, enter my 12th year of the work, I really have to reflect. And so these what these episodes will be my reflections on the work. They're not instructions, they're just conversation pieces. And so hopefully you'll treat these like Bruce Lee talked about martial arts. Absorb what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what's uniquely your own. I think that was a paraphrase. Next episode, we're going to talk about resiliency. Thank you.